Guys, welcome to Ask Yuri Live. Yuri Elkaim here, helping you make healthy and fit simple and delicious again. And let's jump into our snazzy little intro. Trouble losing weight? Need more energy? Want to improve your health? You got a fitness or nutrition question? I probably have an answer for you. What is going on, guys? How's it going? Yuri Elkaim here. I'm super pumped. Today is a very special day because my birthday is just in 2 days from now, and we got something crazy going on today and maybe tomorrow, depending on how much we got going on that is left. And I'll tell you about that in just a second, so stick with me. But first, we are here to answer your health, fitness, and nutrition questions live on my Facebook page. So I want to welcome you every Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, whatever else that means in other time zones, I'm not too sure. But that's where we're at every Wednesday. I'm here to hook you up with the answers as best I possibly can to your health and fitness questions. So if you're joining me live, let me know in the comments where you are at in the world. And if you've got a question that I can answer for you until 12:55. We're going to go for 25 minutes. And that's the deal. So welcome, everyone. Okay, so first and foremost, today is a very exciting day because I don't know if you're on my email list, but I sent out an email this morning about something really cool that we're doing to celebrate my 37th birthday, which is Friday, March 24th. So if you want to send me flowers, tiramisu, colorful socks, you can do that. You don't have to. I'm just kidding. Anyways, the most important gift you can give me for my birthday is to take better control of your health. So what we're doing today, and maybe tomorrow if we have any of the stuff left, is we're doing something super, super special that I've never done before. I'm basically giving you $347 worth of some of my best programs, along with a signed copy of this book. But we're actually just about out of these, so I don't know if that's going to be valid anymore. So if we run out of these, I've got 14 of these New York Times best-selling books left. I will sign one of these and send you off. So if you want all the details, I'm going to give you the link to check out, and I'll just post that right into the comments. You're going to go to urielkaim.com/Yuri-B-Day. So you can get all the details there. I'm actually surprised at how fast this stuff has gone. So we're almost out. So if you're interested in all these goodies, really cool stuff to help you be healthier, have more energy, burn fat, a signed copy of these books, check out the link for all the details. And we're almost out. Like literally this morning, we were almost sold out within like 2 hours of me sending this email. So hopefully you guys get this in time. But anyways, Brenda, what's up from Vancouver Island? Debbie from Texas, what is going on? Hope you guys are doing great. Again, if you've got a question that I can answer for you, let me know in the comments. All right, so I'm just gonna. It's amazing how much junk I get in my messages box here. Like, I get like Spanish messages. ¿Tú quién eres? Like, what is that? So that's gonna be marked as spam. This random photo marked as spam. Gonzo. So Jenny was saying, and I'm just looking at my messages here on Facebook. You are so sexy. Just watch her glute sculpting video. Damn. Again, I don't know if this is spam or not, but the best place to send me messages and questions throughout the week is on in my Facebook messages inbox. So thank you, Jenny, for the kind words. I appreciate that. So so let's talk about glutes actually for a second. So I've got a great blog post that I'm going to share with you guys on the blog, and I think it's called the 19 best glute exercises of all time. And where did this go? Whoa. So the reason glutes are important is that, so your glutes, right, your bum muscles are, where did they go? Where did my glutes go? So glutes are like the abs of your back, kind of. That's kind of the way I think of them. But they're really, really important because we spend so much time sitting that these muscles become dormant. They don't even know how to activate properly anymore. So I'm going to post this in the comment thread on the page here. And this is important because a lot of back pain and a lot of just postural issues could be alleviated by better knowing how to contract and activate your glutes. So I would strongly recommend having a look at this blog post because there's some simple things you can do at home while you're watching TV, in the gym with some really cool stuff. But the key is we want to really bring the glutes back to life. And I was funny, I was at a restaurant on the weekend with my kids, and there was 3 policemen in front of me. And one of them I was looking at obviously from behind, and I'm like, where's his butt? Like, it's just like flat ass, if that's the name of it. But he had no bum. It was just like flat all the way down. And that's probably because he spends most of his time sitting in his car, right? Like so many of us do, is sitting on our desk, and I'm guilty of this as well. So thankfully, like this setup right now, I'm actually standing. So, right, I'm jumping up and down like a maniac here, but I'm standing at my standing desk, and I have a seated desk as well, because, I can only stand for so long before I get tired. But the key is that we want to stand up, we want to move our body, we want to get those glutes activated, because they're going to support you in so many ways that you can't even think possible. So I'm just going to grab a sip of my greens here. So good. Okay, so Nikki, which foods and herbs to keep bladder healthy? That's a good question. I don't even know. I'm going to give you a couple ideas here. So I don't know if they're going to really pertain to bladder specifically. The first one that comes to my mind is cranberry, right? So organic cranberry, no sugar added. That's going to help mostly with the urinary tract stuff. That's going to help with UTI infection, or UTIs, which are urinary tract infections specifically. That can obviously trickle back up to the bladder. So cranberry juice, it's very sour. That's what you want, okay, for the urinary tract stuff. Bladder, otherwise, again, like, I don't know specific herbs, but when it comes to food, we want to think of just general quality whole foods. Lots of green veggies, lots of antioxidants, just eating more vegetables and fruit. That's going to be the answer to all of my questions nutrition-wise, right? So I don't know if that really gives you the answers you're looking for specifically, but it's, a lot of times we're looking for like the magic pill to help, like that one herb or that one food to help us with our liver, to help us with our bladder, to help us with whatever. But it's not that simple, right? Nothing happens in isolation inside the body. You can't take one herb that's only going to help your bladder. And conversely, it's very tough to take just one thing that is going to have a market impact. So it's important to understand that your body is going to heal itself. And I would, I'm assuming you have a bladder issue in the first place. That's why you're asking the question. The key is that our body is what heals itself. We don't heal anything. We simply provide the building blocks for this amazing Lego master of our body to be able to become this master builder, to repair and build what it needs to do. So we need to put our body in the right environment in order for it to function as it's supposed to. So yeah, that's pretty much the way I would approach that. So if you can just, think about that, I think that'd be the most impactful as opposed to like one specific nutrient that's going to make, maybe a slight difference. All right, guys, so keep the questions rolling in. Again, if you've got a question, let me know in the comments below. And I'm just going to open up my Facebook Messenger, the messages. So here's an interesting question. This is a couple days ago from Bruce Nichols. Hey, Bruce, what's up? If you're watching. So he was asking, is it okay to have water with apple and cinnamon in it? And I was like, I've actually never heard of that. That's pretty interesting. And so I was thinking to myself, okay, well, he's moving from, trying to get away from a lot of the sodas, and he wants to lose weight, and he doesn't really like the taste of water by itself. So he's been soaking apples and cinnamon in the water, which I would assume tastes pretty awesome, right? So I was like, yeah, definitely do that. My one suggestion would be if you can replace the apples with maybe apple cider vinegar or no apples at all, because once in a while, that's okay. But if you're soaking the water, or if you're soaking the apples in the water, what's going to end up happening is that a lot of those sugars are going to infuse in the water, and you're essentially drinking a diluted form of apple juice over time. So if you're doing that all the time, maybe not the best thing. So then he asked, can I just do cinnamon and water? Totally. Like, cinnamon's amazing. So if you just want to have water and cinnamon, totally cool. Actually, we include cinnamon in, how do you like that cup, right? A little pineapple action. We actually have cinnamon and vanilla in our energy greens. And that's one of the reasons why they taste so good. When you smell it, you have this really nice aroma that's not overpowering, but it's a really nice aroma of cinnamon, vanilla, and it tastes amazing. So we include cinnamon and vanilla in there for a couple reasons. First, because of the aroma and the flavor, but also cinnamon is very beneficial for managing or regulating blood sugar. And we know that blood sugar is a really, really important thing, where if you're going up and down on this blood sugar roller coaster, that leads to all sorts of bad things over time. Increased insulin, increased inflammation, increased cravings, increased fat gain. So we want to really maintain a healthy blood sugar. So adding cinnamon to water, by all means, go for it. So my suggestion to Bruce was, if you can, is do that, just the cinnamon and water, or have apple cider vinegar instead of the apple in the water, because the apple cider vinegar is going to have 0 sugar and tremendous benefits from a health perspective. So yeah, so I just thought I'd bring that up. Just for those of you who are drinking like Coke Zero and Diet Coke and Diet sodas, that stuff it's hazardous. It's poison. Please move away from that. And the reality is, if you're used to drinking that stuff, yeah, water by itself is going to taste not so good, right? If you have a greens drink, it's not going to taste that great initially, because you're used to having that sweet palate, or that sweetness hitting your palate, or the amount of sugar that's coming in to really give your body that kind of that high. So you have to give yourself a couple days off of that stuff to reset your metabolism. Not your metabolism, to reset your palates, your the health of your blood. Because if you're always eating sugar, your blood is going to be higher in sugar, and where there's sugar, there's going to be yeast like Candida. And those specific microorganisms are going to want sugar to survive. So they're actually going to force you to eat more of that food because they need it in order to flourish. So once you get rid of the sugar for a few days and you're able to start to get some good stuff in your body, naturally a lot of the healthier stuff tastes a lot better. So I just thought I'd bring that up for you guys to give you some perspective there. And let's see what's going on. I can't even speak today. Let's see what else is going on the feed. Julie, what is up? What are the best foods to consume to support and improve a sluggish endocrine system? So the exact same answer that I just gave. Who was I speaking to just a few moments ago with the bladder? So exactly the same answer. Just rewind this. What? Exactly what I said. Whole foods, get the antioxidants in, get the toxin, heavy metals, get all that garbage out of your diet. That is how you're going to support your endocrine system. The other thing you may want to consider is adding some maca into your regime. We actually include maca in our energy greens. It's actually one of the more prominent ingredients. Maca is a massive endocrine supporter. So maca is a root vegetable from the Andes Mountains in Peru. And what it does is it basically allows your body to better deal with stress. And so it doesn't like heal anything. It doesn't do anything. It just, again, it's so amazing how these things even, I don't even know. It'd be so cool to see at a microscopic level how all this stuff happens. But essentially what it does is it fortifies your body to better deal with stress. It helps your adrenal glands, for instance, support those important stress hormones like cortisol, epinephrine, aldosterone. For women especially, big impacts on estrogen regulation. And so many women are struggling with estrogen dominance, which is too much estrogen. Maca can help balance things out. In men, a lot of the studies showed increased libido, so increased sex drive, increased sexual performance, increased sperm count as a result of adding maca into their diet. And that's one of the reasons why we include it in our Energy Greens blend. It's absolutely phenomenal. Just so you know, so the birthday celebration that we've got going on involves the Energy Greens, right? So if you want to learn more about these and get an amazing deal like I've never given before, be sure to go to yurielkaim.com/Yuri-B-Day. The link is in the comments. So, okay, Michelle, what about me, please? Sorry, what's the question there, Michelle? It's sort of in my feed, like the questions get lost sometimes. So, Michelle, if you could restate that question, that'd be awesome. Chris, I'm suffering from postnasal drip from a nasal septum. Just wondering how I can clear this, as it's given me inflamed tonsils and tickle throat for months now. Man, I don't know. I really don't. The only thing that comes to mind there is food sensitivities. So if there's a food sensitivity, you're going to have a runny nose sometimes. That could be one of the signs and symptoms. Other than that, like, I don't know, it's a little bit too far in my realm. I'm not really well versed in postnasal drip, so I apologize for that, Chris. Evelyn, my son was diagnosed with Crohn's disease and I want to better manage with nutrition, not just focus on antibiotics. Is there anything you can recommend? Definitely not antibiotics. Holy shiza. Get off the antibiotics unless he's got some major bacterial infection. Like, there's no reason he should be on antibiotics. That is insane. Antibiotics are going to kill his gut and digestive system, which is only going to make things worse. So Crohn's, I mean, again, like absorption is already a major issue. So you got to be doing things that are just getting like good liquid nutrition, reducing fiber, right? So you allow the nutrients to come into the body. So this is one of those areas where juicing can actually be more helpful than smoothies, because the juice removes the fiber and you can get the nutrients right into the cells or through the cells in the intestine, which is really important. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so yeah, a whole foods diet. Again, you have to look at which foods are going to irritate it. So juicing, or greens like this with no fiber. You can also look at things like slippery elm, fish oil, aloe vera, marshmallow root are all going to help support the health of the lining of the gut, and those are going to be helpful because the antibiotics are just crushing everything. So, okay, Michelle, chronic fatigue syndrome. Well, again, so a lot of the questions that I'm answering here are all the answers are the same. All the answers are the same. I talk about this in the All Day Energy Diet, which is going to help you double your energy in 7 days, Michelle. Could be very interesting for you. You can get this on Amazon or pretty much anywhere else that sells books. I want to share one of the 7 commandments of energy. Okay, right there. If I can find this, come on. Principle number 7. How you heal anything is how you heal everything. The things you do to improve your energy will also improve your overall health. Weight loss becomes easier, performance improves, and you lower your risk for disease. Okay, right there. So when you're asking me about chronic fatigue, bladder, endocrine stuff, the answer is always the same. Every single time, it's the same answer. Give your body the nutrients to help it perform better, and everything else will take care of itself. Naturally, there's other things that come into play. Maybe there's a heavy metal toxicity issue. Maybe there's food sensitivities. Maybe there are things that have built up over time that are going to take some time to rewind and unwind. But for me to say, okay, well, if it's a bladder thing, you got to be paleo, and if it's a chronic fatigue thing, you got to be vegan, or whatever that is. That stuff is nonsense. Eat quality whole foods. Get more micronutrients into your body. Give yourself a break from all the stress. Slowly but surely, this is not going to reverse overnight. You have to understand that. Over time, as you give your body more of what it needs, it's able to repair and heal itself. Okay? Brett's working out on an empty stomach when you awake is best for fat loss. Yep, definitely. Michelle, does the book cover lowering blood pressure? So let me read that statement once again. How you heal anything is how you heal everything. The things you do to improve your energy will also improve your overall health. Okay, Michelle? So that answers that question. Chris, okay, I'm having a lot of salads lately. What nuts would you add to the salad? I heard walnuts are pretty good. Yeah, walnuts are good. To salads, I would usually add walnuts or pecans. Those are typically, I don't know what other nuts you'd add to a salad, so that's what I would recommend. All right, guys, keep them coming. Here's the book, Nick. All Day Energy Diet, #2 New York Times bestseller. I was on Dr. Oz with this book a couple years ago. It was pretty awesome. And actually, some of the stuff in here is so controversial in the sense of, like, it's not medically common knowledge yet. So we actually had to retweak the segment a little bit because their board of medical advisors were like, well, we're not too sure about this. I'm like, yeah, it's helped 65,000 people. I'm pretty sure about it. And I'm not saying you should be doing crazy things like, hang yourself upside down to get more blood flow to your head. None of that stuff. I'm basically saying get more greens into your body. Done. End of story. Jessica, you are welcome. Happy to help. I love doing this stuff. And again, guys, I don't mean to come across like terse or condescending. When you've been doing this for so long, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've been asked thousands and thousands of questions, and that's why I wrote these books, because if I can get my knowledge out into a book form, or if I can share on video like I am here, then hopefully you get to the point where you start to understand, well, it doesn't matter if I've got heart disease or cancer, or if I want to lose weight or have more energy, it's all the same. It's the same friggin' approach. So my most recent book, The All Day Fat Burning Diet, is a little bit different from this one in the sense that it's a little bit more, more inclusion of meat and animal products, but the foundation is the same. Eat more real foods. Get more micronutrients into your body. Mitigate stress properly, right? Okay, Joni, my husband and I are coming off years of unhealthy eating, lack of exercise. This past year, the Lord led us to eat organic and healthy. My question is, we recently began to take supplements for a boost in overall health. We take a whole food multivitamin, omega-3 oil, probiotic, and turmeric. What time of day, how far apart should we take these? I've got no idea. Honestly, you just have to follow the advice on the label. But again, the time of day doesn't make a big difference. Maybe for probiotics, take them on an empty stomach, but otherwise, don't worry about it. Vitamins, maybe take them earlier in the day. But again, like these are generally the instructions should be on the bottle. If you have something mid-afternoon versus in the morning, it's not going to you're not going to notice a difference. So don't stress about that kind of stuff. Teresa, Yuri, you're awesome, and everything you teach works for me. Thank you. I think I'm pretty awesome too, but I appreciate it. Renee, any tips for managing fatigue associated with hypothyroidism? Get rid of the gluten. Okay, you have to reduce the stuff that's gonna, mess up your thyroid in the first place. So heavy metals, lead, mercury, gluten. Get more greens, get more micronutrients. I feel like a broken record today. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. I don't mean to oversimplify this stuff, but really, like that's what I do is I simplify complexity, right? So if I keep saying the same thing, there's a reason for that. Joni, you are welcome. Genevieve, hi Yuri, how should you progress to the all-day fat burning workout? I've completed it a few times over and over, and I want to avoid a plateau. Very good question. So with any kind of workouts like those or any others, just add more weight, okay? Or you can add some of the progressions to some of those exercises. I know some of the exercises I include progressions to how to make it more difficult. Try those, and that is basically how you would move to the next level without hitting a plateau. Okay, is you want to progressively increase the challenge of the workout, and the best way to do that is weight, increasing resistance without compromising your form. And then obviously, maybe take a break. Take a break for like 2 weeks and then get back to it. Right? Do some other stuff. It's like with soccer. If you only play soccer, well, whatever. But if you can add in some cross training, like some different sports here and there, you're going to benefit from that as well. A lot of runners get injured because all they do is linear motion. Well, what if they started doing lateral side-to-side stuff, some basketball, some soccer, some tennis? It would greatly improve the musculature around their hips and knees and support them in ways that running will never do that. So add in some other stuff if you want, just change it up a little bit, and then you can get back to those workouts. Renee just joined the party, and I'm sensing I missed earlier advice. Probably, but it's all good. Just watch the replay. For those of you who are just joining in now, I've got to leave in 2 minutes. Do I have the book in Spanish? I don't think this has been converted to Spanish. No, I don't think so. We've done like German, Polish, French, some other ones. So Michelle, thank you. The book is amazing. It's helped a lot of people for some very simple reasons, and I think it'll definitely make a difference in your life as well. So thank you so much. For those of you, I've got to leave in a minute now, so I'm just going to wrap things up again. So again, just to finish off, I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to join me. My birthday is on Friday. I'm turning 37. I don't really want anything. I mean, I have everything. I love what I do. I wouldn't change anything. I'm going to do this until I die, so I'm not going anywhere. What we are doing for my birthday to celebrate is to really help you take better control of your health. So I had like 37 copies of this book left in my literally right beside here. And I think we've got 3, maybe the last time I checked, we had 3 left from this morning. So they're literally gone. I was going to send you guys a signed copy of this with another $347 worth of awesome gifts and products that we have. And we got some, basically a special with the greens as well. So if you want to learn more about that, again, I'll post the link in here. It's yurielkaim.com/ Yuri B-Day. I should have just called it B-Day. It would have been easier, but whatever. So if you go there, here's the thing. So if we run out of these, when these are gone, that'll be nice because I don't have to have them in my house anymore, and you guys actually get to benefit from them. We've got 14 of these left. So 14 hardcover, right? I will sign a copy and I'll send it to you. I'll pay for shipping and everything. So again, I hope we have these around for the rest of the day. I don't even know. I don't even know where the inventory is right now, but it's going very quickly. So if you want to grab all this good stuff, have me send a signed copy of the book and all these other amazing goodies to you to celebrate my birthday, then go to the link I just posted in the comments and do it now. All right. I gotta go, guys, and I apologize if I've missed some of your questions. The way Facebook, the feed here works on the live version is I see four comments at a time, and then there's no option to scroll. So if you posted something 5 minutes ago, I probably can't see it, so I apologize. But if you want the question answered, send this page, my page, a message. It'll end up in my inbox, and then I'll do a separate video for you, and then I'll post it on this page. Cool? All right, guys, love you. Have an amazing day. Go out and take action. Keep living healthy. Make this day awesome. And I will speak to you guys next Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time right here. But in the meantime, come by the page. Share the page with your friends. Every single day I'm posting small little snippet videos to answer your questions and all sorts of amazing content on our blog to help you live your healthiest and fittest life. Have an awesome day. I'll talk to you later. Trouble losing weight? Need more energy? Want to improve your health? You got a fitness or nutrition question? I probably have an answer for you.